Hey everyone, welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. So today we have a drag build and tune for this 2018 Mustang RTR spec 5. So first off we'll be looking at how fast it is in drag races, then we'll go into the tuning menu and I'll show you all of that. So if you enjoyed the video or find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, so first off we're going to take the RTR Mustang up to the festival drag strip so that we can see how fast you can get by the speed trap at the end. So pulling up into the staging booths here, we're going to launch this car from about 4,000 RPM. So just drop it there, it should launch really hard without any wheel spin at all. Already up into 5th gear, we're just going to hold this out. And by the speed trap we hit 370 kilometers an hour. Alright, so now that we've seen how fast the RTR Mustang can get by the speed trap, we'll now take it into the festival drag strip race so that we can see how it compares to other cars as well as get a time by the end of this strip. So coming into the launch, we should be able to out accelerate everyone quite easily. Up into 5th gear, pulling away from everyone nicely. 6th, and we've crossed the line just there. We won that event super easily and we got a time of 12.7 seconds. Alright, so now that we've seen how fast the RTR Mustang is, we'll now take it into the festival and I'll show you how to upgrade and tune it. Okay, so first you want to take your stock RTR Mustang into the custom upgrade menu here. So first off we'll come down to the conversions and into the engine swaps. In here we'll be putting in the 7.2 litre V8 as this makes loads of power. Then we'll also be putting on the all-wheel drive for the increased traction, and we'll be putting on the twin turbos as well. So we can come out of the conversions now and into the aero and appearance. We're just going to remove the rear wing here because it saves a few kilos. It does look cool, so you can leave it on if you want. Do note it might affect your times a little bit. So we're taking that off. Come out of aero and appearance now into tires and rims. In here we're putting on the drag tire compound, so I was making the front and rear tires as wide as possible. Then if we come over to the rim style, we can swap out for some slightly lighter weight rims. So out of the rim style, we're also going to be adding spacers to the front and rear wheels. So that's it for the tires and rims. Now we'll come over to the drivetrain. So in here we don't need to touch the transmission, but we were putting in the race driveline and the race diff. Come out of drivetrain, now into platform and handling. In here we're putting in the race brakes. Then we're going to throw on some off-road springs and dampeners and the race weight reduction. So you can come out of platform and handling now into the engine. So in here all we have to do is upgrade the twin turbos. So that's it as far as the upgrades go for the RTR Mustang, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright, so now that we've upgraded the RTR Mustang, we now come over to the custom tuning menu over here. So first I'll show you the metric tune and then I'll show you the differences for the imperial tune, and I'll leave the tune code on screen now. So for your front and rear tire pressures here, we're going to bring these down to 1.0 bar, just like that. Then next, if we come over to the gearing, we're going to set our final drive down to 2.40. Let's come all the way down to there. Then first gear, we're going to change this to 4.00. Second gear, we're going to set this to 2.85. Third, we're going to set this to 2.10. Fourth, we'll set to 1.65. Fifth will be set to 1.30. And sixth, we're going to set this to 1.10. Just like that. So now we can come over to the alignment tab, and we're going to set our front and rear camber angles here to 0 degrees. Then if we come down to the front cast angle, we're going to bring this up to 7 degrees. Next is the anti-roll bars. In here we're just going to max out both the front and rear. So 65 in the front and 65 in the rear. So now if we come over to the springs tab, in the front here we're going to set this to 70.5, just come up a little bit to there. Then in the rear we're going to set this to 49.5. So next will be the dampening tab. So in here we'll set our front rebound stiffness down to 2.4, come all the way down to there. Then our rear rebound stiffness, we're going to set this to 6.7, just like that. Next, for the bump stiffnesses, we're going to set our rear up to 6.5, and we can leave the front at 2.1. Now finally, if we come over to the differential tab at the end, we're going to set our front acceleration here up to 90%. Then if we come down to the rear acceleration, we're going to bring this up to 95%. And then if you come down to the center balance, we're going to bring this all the way up to 79%. So that's it as far as the metric tune goes. Now I'll show you the differences for the imperial tune. Alright, so as far as differences go for the imperial tune is you want 15 PSI in both the front and rear tires here. Then if we come over to the springs tab, you want 395 for the front and 277 in the rear. So that's it as far as the differences go for the imperial tune, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright guys, so this has been a drag build and tune for the 2018 Mustang RTR spec 5. So if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.